This video is about slope and equations of lines recap for geometry. So when we are finding the slope of a line, remember that there are four types of slope: positive, negative, zero, and undefined. In number one, because our line is decreasing from left to right, that's going to be a negative slope. So we can make our slope triangle using these two dots to figure out how much it changed. So remember that slope is rise over run, or your change in y over your change in x. So for y, we went down 2. For x, we went over 3, so our slope is negative 2/3. In number 2, find the slope of given the 2 points. So we can do this two ways. We can find slope using the slope equation or using a table. So if we use the equation, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, your first coordinates are x1 and y1. Your second coordinates are x2 and y2. So we have 5 minus 2 over 4 minus negative 8, which gets us 3 over 12. Both of those numbers are divisible by 3, so that reduces to 1/4. If we do this as a table, we would have our x's and our y's. So our x's are negative 8 and 4. Our y's are 2 and 5. To get from 2 to 5, we add 3. To get from negative 8 to 4, we add 12. So our slope is 3 over 12, which reduces to 1/4. So either method is going to get you the same slope at the end. The other part of this video is writing your equation of a line. So there are two forms. Point slope form, PSF, is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And slope intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. So for number 3, we want to write the equation in point slope form. So all we want to do here, if point slope form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, is we want to substitute 3 values into the equation. So we want to put our x value in for x1, put our y value in for y1, and put our slope in for m. Everything else stays the same. So when we substitute in, we get the equation y minus 5 equals 1/2 x plus 3. Now, the reason that it's x plus 3 is because it gets the opposite sign when it goes in the equation. So if it was negative as the point, it's positive in the equation. In number 4, we want to write the equation in point slope form. The problem is we don't have our slope yet. So first we're going to find the slope. I'm going to use the slope equation. So we have x1, y1, x2, y2. So we would have negative 6 minus negative 8 over 2 minus 4. So that's going to get us 2 over negative 2, which reduces to negative 1. So our slope is negative 1. We can pick either point, so I'm just going to use the first point. So we would have y plus 8 equals negative 1 times x minus 4. In number 5, we want to write the equation in slope-intercept form. So slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So in this case, we have our slope, and this is our y-intercept. So we can just substitute our m value in for m and our y-intercept in for b. So our equation would be y equals negative 5/3 x minus 5. Now, in number 6, to write it in slope-intercept form, we aren't as lucky. We don't have the y-intercept. So instead, we have to start in point-slope form and move to slope-intercept. So y minus 7 equals negative 4 times x plus 2. There are 2 steps to get this into slope-intercept form. The first step is to distribute. So y minus 7 equals negative 4x minus 8. And then move over the y coordinate. So we're going to add 7. Y equals negative 4x minus 1. In number 7, write the equation of the line in slope-intercept form. So here we're even more unlucky because we don't have our slope and we don't have a y-intercept. So first we're going to find the slope by using our equation again. So x1, y1, x2, y2. So we have 6 minus negative 4 over 8 minus 6. So that gets us 10 over 2, which reduces to 5. So if 5 is our slope, we can pick either point to use. I'll just use the first one. So y plus 4 equals 5 times x minus 6. We can distribute. So we get y plus 4 equals 5x minus 30. Subtract 4, y equals 5x minus 34.